welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my April TBR and going to be book of the month, book subscription style. So I'm still going to do my prompts, but I am going to be picking from only book of the month or aardvark because my friend Gwen is doing a book of the month clean out in her Patreon. And I am very excited for this because I would just like to get some of these out. And I figure this is the perfect time to cater all of these to that and get it done. So first I'm going to go and list off all of the books that are not a part of this, that are just book club picks or for my book club. And the first one is Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. That is the book club pick for my romance month, and hosts will be Jesse and Hannah. And I'm so excited to discuss this with everyone. I love Abby Jimenez so much, and so I'm anticipating nothing less than that. And so if you would like to join us for that, I will link everything below. My Fable book club is always linked below where you can find chapter breakdowns, and then we will have a live discussion on, I think it's May 2nd. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself here at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So the next book is The Rose Bargain, and this is for Jordan's Patreon book club pick. I am so excited to be reading this one. I feel like there has been a lot of hype around this recently, and so I'm hoping it's going to be a good one. I also think it's just perfect for springtime, and so I am excited to join on that one as well. So without further ado, we're gonna pick from their prompts, and then I have a stack of book of the month picks here that I'm going to choose from. I'm probably gonna try to do like 5 or so, and hopefully we'll find a prompt that I can cater to this. So the first one says fantasy. That's very easy for me to do because I've got plenty of those here. And I'm thinking that I want to pick A Fate Inked in Blood, and I have heard great things about this, but I've also heard some people didn't love this. I have held off for a long time because there was a little bit of mixed reviews at the time, and I'm not sure why I still haven't picked it up. But I really do want to get to this. I think the second one is coming out here shortly. So that will be my pick for the fantasy prompt. The next pick is blue on the cover. I have 2 that I could pick from. I have Blackwood's Blue Sky, and I also have A Song to Drown Rivers, which is a fantasy pick, but I think I want to pick this one. I believe it's historical fiction, and I just have been in the mood for some deeper reads. So this one says, Eowyn Ivy returns to the mythical landscapes of Alaska with an unforgettable dark fairy tale that asks the question, can love save us from ourselves? Birdie's keeping it together, of course, she is. So she's a little hungover sometimes, and she has to bring her daughter Emmeline to her job waiting tables at an Alaskan roadside lodge. Still, she's getting by as a single mother in a tough town, but Birdie can remember happier times from her youth when she was free in the wilds of nature. Arthur Nielsen, a soft-spoken and scarred recluse who appears in town only at the change of seasons, brings Emmeline back to the safety when she gets lost in the woods. Most people avoid, but to Birdie, he represents everything she's longed for. She finds herself falling for Arthur in the land he knows so well. Against the warnings of those who care about them, Birdie and Emmeline move to Arthur's isolated cabin in the mountains on the far side of the Wolverine River. It's just the 3 of them in the black woods, far from roads, telephones, electricity, and outside contact, but Birdie believes she has come prepared. At first, it's idyllic, and she can easily picture a happy ever after. Together, they catch salmon, pick berries, and climb mountains, and seem tall enough to touch the bright blue sky. But soon, Birdie discovers that Arthur is something much more mysterious and dangerous than she could have ever imagined, and that a fairy tale like the Alaska wilderness can be as dark as it is beautiful. Blackwood's Blue Sky is a novel with life and death stakes about the love between a mother and daughter and the allure of the wildlife, about what we gain and what it might cost. So I'm very excited to try this one out, and I'm hoping that it is going to be a good one. Okay. So far, so good. I'm glad that these are working out for the prompts. Book of the month pick. That's hilarious. The book of the month pick. Okay. I am thinking, Why not? I'll throw a thriller in there just to mix up the genres. The Golden Couple, very old, very behind on this one. Not having a lot of high hopes. I've only heard about mid reviews for this one, but I do want to get to it. This one says, wealthy Washington suburbanites Marissa and Matthew seem to have it all. Until Marissa is unfaithful beneath their veneer of perfection, is the relationship riven by work and lack of intimacy. Marissa wants to repair things for the sake of their 8-year-old son, and because she loves her husband. Enter Avery Chambers. Avery is a therapist who lost her professional license. Still, it doesn't stop her from counseling those in crisis. Though they have to adhere to their unorthodox methods and the bishops are desperate, when they glide through Avery's story and Marissa reveals her infidelity, all three are set on a collision course. Because the biggest secrets in the room are still hidden, and it's no longer simply a marriage that's in danger. Golden Couple, perfection is deceiving. So, here's hoping that I like this one. I've heard, some of my friends really loved it, and some were just like, so we'll see. All right, number 4. Second in a series. I can't use that one. Doesn't go with any of these. Okay. Random pick off Fable. Okay, this one's fun, but it's not going to fit book of the month. So, sorry, again, can't use that prompt. Book with a vampire. I don't think any of these have vampires. Let's see. Maybe this one does. No. Vikings. I wonder if this one has a vampire. I don't think so. I don't think any of these have vampires. No. So, can't use that prompt either. I don't think any of these have vampires. Okay, a new release. Well, I will go with Junie because that is the newest book of the month that I have received in the last month. And I'm very excited for this. This is a historical fiction. I think with a little bit of magical realism. A young girl must face a life-altering decision after awakening her sister's ghost, navigating truths about love, friendship, and power as the Civil War looms. So I'm very excited to read this one. It is about a 16-year-old who is enslaved since she was born. So I picked this up honestly purely for the cover buy, but I also do really like reading historical fictions based off the Civil War period. So I was intrigued by the description anyways, but the cover definitely sold me. All right, I have 4 books, last one, and then I may pick like two off my TBR. We'll see. Okay. NetGalley arc, no. Largest book on my TBR. All right, well, we'll compare. Here's a list. It's between these two. Let's see which one has the most pages. This one has, let's see. I always get worried to look at the back of the book. That I'll spoil something. That says 502 pages. Let's look at the Road of Bones. This one says 539 pages. So the Road of Bones is the winner for my last book of the month pick. Okay, I'm going to pick 2 from my cart that are not book of the month just to have some extras in case I'm just not in the mood for any of these. Because that happens often and I just want like an extra book to throw in there to... Friend picks. Okay. I will contact a friend. Probably will be, I'll think on it, but I'll insert it here. Okay, I have this random little black bag that I've put some friends' names in, and I'm going to randomly draw someone's name, and then I will insert a clip of them telling me or a picture, whichever they prefer, and we'll see what they pick from my TBR. Okay. My friend is Jules. And so I am going to reach out to her and ask her to send me a pic. I'm so excited.
Okay, that was tough. I'm torn between a cozy and a thriller. So if you feel the vibes to read a cozy, I pick Meet Your Baker by Ellie Alexander. And if you're feeling a thriller, I pick You Shouldn't Have Come Here by Geneva Rose, because I liked both of those books. Those are my picks. You can decide which one you want to pick from those 2.
Yellow on the cover. There's an Abby Jimenez, Life's Too Short. I think I'll put this one in here. Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. It's her last book I have not read by her. obviously aside from the new one coming out, so I want to get to this. I have loved almost all of her books except for 2, so I don't expect anything less from this. All right, so I have The Rose Bargain and Abby Jimenez's new release and my friend pick, and then these are what I have as my lineup for the month. Getting lots of book of the months cleared out of my shelf, and I feel like it's exciting that it is a very wide range of genres, so I'm very excited to read all of these. I'm also working my way through Hunger Games for the first time, so I will probably be adding a little bit of that in there. They're fairly short, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what book you're looking forward to the most in April. And until next time, friends, remember to read what inspires you. Bye!